I am Ann Taylor Green. I worked at Bethune-Cookman 38 years. I have been retired 12 years plus. It'll be 13 in July 1. So I was here doing Dr. Bronson's the entire time. I did not serve on his cabinet or as a member of the administration all of that time. When he came here, I was an instructor of mathematics in the Division of Science and Mathematics. And I think when Dr. Bronson came, he started looking at, I know he did start looking at the faculty credentials and asking about things that faculty could do, what faculty members had the ability to do. And one of the first things that he did, Dr. Bronson and I didn't agree on a lot of things. One of the first things was he made me assistant vice president for institution at that time it was development. It wasn't it? Okay. Mr. John Reeves was one of the first persons I think that I hired in that area. But I didn't like that. It was fundraising. And I think he thought I was a good fundraiser because I had led a faculty effort to raise some funds. Faculty gave a fashion show, and I was chair of that. I, along with Mrs. Gloria Sims Brown now. And we raised this little money. It wasn't a whole lot of money, but I went and presented that little check, that little money that we raised. I don't know, Ms. Peggy Lee might remember that too. And because it was a faculty staff effort. So I thought after that, he thought I was really a good fundraiser. So I went on over to the Office of Development, and I really hated it. I just really did not like it. So that was one of the things that made me go and get my doctorate. I said, how can I get out of this? I think if I go and get my doctorate, that'll be the way to get out of this. So I told Dr. Bronson, I think I want to go get my doctorate. Well, he was very happy about that because he truly, he was a scholar, he was an academician, and he really believed that as many persons as could should go and pursue the terminal degree. So I did, and when I returned from that, I must say, a couple of times in that period of working on that degree, because I had to uproot myself, it wasn't as easy as it is now. There was no online programs, and you could stay at home and all of this. No, you had to move. And so I went to Washington, D.C. to attend American University. And a couple of times I was going to give up because it was very difficult. And he in his very, what can I say, encouraging way, he kept telling me, you have to go back. I said, no, Dr. Bronson, I just can't take that abuse anymore. I just can't do it. Well, yes, you can. And he kept encouraging me. Not, he wasn't fussing at me, we'll put it that way, but just in his kind way, he encouraged me to go on and go back to DC and finish your degree. And I did. I will forever be grateful to him for that, forever. So after that, that's when I started moving into administration. And his decision to name me as Vice President for Academic Affairs was a surprise to me, and I went in kicking and screaming. But I eventually loved it and served in that position, when they changed the title to provost. I was in that position for 16 years, and I ended up being the longest serving chief academic officer in the history of the institution, just as Mr. Childs was the longest serving vice president for student affairs in all of the HBCUs during his time. He won't say that, but I know that. I know that for a fact, that he was honored at some convention that we went to. Yeah, somewhere we went, and he was honored as being the longest serving. So it was something about our leader that kept us in these positions, because you could not remain in that kind of in the positions that we had if we did not get along with our leader, if we didn't respect our leader, and if our leader did not respect us. And I can definitely say that when we had cabinet meetings, there was total respect around the table. If that wasn't it, and at that time, of course, we just sat around the table. I think it was 5 of us, and in his office, and the decisions that we made, and we tackled some tough things sometimes, but the decisions that we made, evidently, they stood the test of time. So I really hated when Dr. Bronson retired, but I understood. And I wanted to go when he went, but I had to reach that age. I had to hit that 65. So, yeah, that's the reason. That's absolutely the reason why I remained 2 years after he retired. So, Medicare. So, anyway,
it sounds like he had a penchant for developing people.
He did, absolutely. And he could spot it. He could see it in you when you just couldn't see it in yourself. Like I said, when I went into the academic affairs, I went kicking and screaming. I was scared. I really just didn't know. Although I'd been here, been here all of those years. I came here in 1968 and went into the academic affairs office in 1990. And so I had been here all of those years, and still I did not feel that I was ready. But he did. He felt that I was ready. And I guess I was. But he really had a penchant for that, for spotting talent and spotting what people could do. This university will forever remember Dr. Oswald P. Bronson. He changed this university. It was college then, but he was the man who changed this university, who grew it, who really understood and that where we needed to go. He understood accreditation. He understood all facets of the university, and he listened. So his legacy will always be with this university. I can remember one of my friends said, Dr. Bronson built that college. Dr. Bronson built that college. And she didn't even work here. She was just a person in the community. But he picked up from where it was. It's not like we're saying that nobody else did it. But he picked up from where it was. He respected what had been done before him, and he took it from there to greater heights.
He ran his lane.